To me, every time there's a new administration, there's always an opportunity to do something new, um, and that makes me hopeful.
There are more than 100,000 DACA immigrants that live in Texas alone, and a good portion of those are considered dreamers as well. As part of the effort to reform our immigration system, the Biden administration plans to send a sweeping plan to Congress shortly.
The bill includes a pathway to citizenship for dreamers, and it could only take just 3 years. 25 News reporter Leah McNeil shares one dreamer story tonight.
And I would love to see people that have lived here for a very long time and that work and don't have any kind of criminal backgrounds to be able to to be a part of this country.
His story mirrors about 800,000 others across the country. At 5 years old, Benito Costilla and his family came to the U.S. from Mexico. Since then, he became the first person to graduate from high school. He now has 2 degrees, both in the biotechnology field. But it wasn't an easy road, with the thought of his status and protections constantly being debated.
And I didn't know whether I was going to be able to even finish my degree without losing my protections, because you have to renew every 2 years also. So it was constantly, okay, my 2 years is almost up. Will I be able to renew? I don't know.
Today, Costilla is an advocate for dreamers and DACA recipients like himself, taking his message straight to elected officials. But with everything, there is always an opposing viewpoint.
People who are concerned about immigration and in support of things like building a border wall are often concerned about crime, are often concerned about public safety.
Rosalind Shane, professor of sociology at A&M Central Texas, says when the topic of conversation is immigration, it's easily seen as a political issue. Based on her research and findings, Shane explains that there are economic and socio-cultural benefits to extending protections and rights.
These are young people who can fill positions where we need workers. Giving them rights and protections is a win-win for them, but also for society.
We have to be for systems that work. And the only way we can do that is by studying issues and then coming up with solutions and working together.
Costilla tells me he will continue to make sure his voice is heard by reaching out to those elected officials like Senator John Cornyn, who will eventually be voting on this immigration bill. Reporting in Killeen, Leah McNeil, 25 News.
Leah, thank you. Immigration reform has been favored by the House, but at least 9 senators will have to vote in favor of the Biden administration's immigration plan for it to be enacted. Nearly